Hello, hello, we are back with another one, SM24, but on the bottom, I'd say Wimbledon United bats. We have a transfer bid here to start us off for Otoil. What was our price we had? Wasn't it 120? And they can't even make 100, so they can make fuck off. Barsham injured, fuck's sake. Now, we really need this 350k from the pre-season tournament, because if we don't get it, we ain't going to be able to get anyone, because we'll go back into the negative again. So yeah, we need, because I'm estimating we want to go no lower than 300k after the mid-season transfer window. So it's important that we have about, I reckon, $1 million, so we can spend about 700k on players, if need be, that time of the season. Our rat can come on, these two can switch, like that. Barsham's injured, Jumper can come down. That is how we are going to start, I think. I can't see anyone else I would want to move around. Maybe, actually, we will move. No, Raya can stay as a midfielder for now. Why not? Raya might as well be our designated midfielder, being a 60 rated player. Although, actually, we do kind of need him back here, so we can bring on Pontons. We'll do that. Here we go. First game of the episode. It is pre-season, obviously, still. We're going to have the whole pre-season tournament in this episode. The next episode will be the first game of the actual
Baby's
season.
first swim.
And here's a match. Well, I believe we are away from home for this game, and I forgot where these teams are from. It's looking like Polish or something like that, I reckon. But I could be completely wrong. My knowledge of languages and stuff like that is not that great. So I could be making shit up. We start us off because we are away. I'm keep talking as much as I can so it's a longer episode. Actually, maybe it's the same. We have a free kick here for Lee. Don't know why Lee's on it, not Carlo, but apparently Lee wants to take it. But the dummy, he gives a shit. If some Lee wants to put it in, he'll take it as many times as he wants. 1-0 Lee. That's the first goal of the season, coming in the pre-season tournament. 9 minutes into the game, Lee gets one. We have 30 minutes and we have Drago putting it up for, I don't know what to call their team. It's done its way, the rover has gone straight to the horn and it's saved, cleared out, very accurately actually by Yavortsky. Got his name for a second there. Was it Jakub? No, Sharkovsky, isn't it? No, it's not the first time, Yavortsky. Alright, pushing past the half-hour point now, and the game is looking, apart from our goal, pretty even. Ball's found its way here to Lamb, who stuffs around with it and loses it to Darby. Darby pushing on the left side, plenty of space, normally closing in. Raya trying to stop the pass forward. And the cross in, not poor marking there from Horn, and Matteo Rosa gets the equaliser not long before half-time. Okay, 46th minute, someone's on the ball here, it's Javortsky, who's going to just hold on to it for the half-time whistle. It's a 1-0 draw, game's looking pretty even, and the scoreline reflects that, to be honest. Yomba is going to come in for Rat, because Rat is playing like shit. Okay, it's looking like we need, I still want to get another striker. Although I'm pretty sure, can't Lee play there? No, he can't. He can play there. He can play there, and Paolo can switch out for now. I'm going to leave Paolo on, even though he's got 4.9. Yavortsky might come off here for Khalil. What the fuck happened there? That ball went flying. Lamb with another yellow card, that's just what he does. Like a bit of an aggressive player. He's got a red and a couple of yellows already in his, what, only a few months at the club. Okay, O'Farrell still in the ball off him, getting it here to Lee. It's a 3-on-3, although someone's running the wrong way. That's Jumbo running the wrong way. 3-on-3, Lee pushing through the middle with Davey. or Darby, I don't know how you pronounce his name. What a long shot from Sun Hook Lee, getting his second of the game. He had all 4 defenders between him and the goal, and he just thought, fuck it, I'll have a swing at the ball. And he connects perfectly, putting it into the left side of the net. Okay, let's remove some tired players. Pontons is going to leave the field here for Merkovic. You can't do that, so we'll do that with Lamb. Paolo is going to leave the field for Dugdale. He's going to do that, make him more happy. And I think that's all we're going to do. So what I want to do is I want to get someone who can play AMR, Centre Mid, and DCM, or DMC, or CDM, however you want to do it. Because we're lacking something on that right side, and we need another player to play in that midfield area. So I don't want to have to buy 2 players who don't have the money for it. So I think that's our best bet. Is to get someone who can play both those positions to fill the extra man needed for when players get tired in that midfield, and to obviously play on that right side when need be. Because I don't seem to have many players that can really play in that position, especially Gowan, not here. Cisco equaling it up. Andreas Cisco just cutting through our midfield really. No one even really pressuring him. He did skip around one guy and put it in. What we might do is, I mean, yeah, okay, that'll work. And our Hepburn will come in. Really? No, our Hepburn will stay off. We'll stick with the team we've got. Going super attacking here late in the game. Because we're sitting on a tool draw. 91st minute, 92nd minute, 93rd, 94th. When's the full-time whistle going to come? 95th, 96th. The ball's here with Drago from a goal kick, launching it out. And that's full time. It's a dual draw in our first game of the pre-season, continuing as the Draw Kings. There is the ratings. Lee with 2 goals and a 9. Everyone else, you can see the ratings for yourself. We actually upgraded a level here, so we're going to have a few more upgrades to our manager. So, okay, I guess we're progressing. What we're going to do, we're going to come down here then. Confirm that. Actually has a spot for the little coin things now. They fixed it. That's going to be. We've got the pre-match boost is actually improved now. Apparently we're not level. We need to be high level to actually use anymore. Okay, well we're going to come in here though, and we got 8. Only 8 this time. That's not the best. We might just spend 2 on each of these. Actually, no, we're going to do 1 on each of them and do the rest on there. Maybe not. Let's do 1 on each of these as well. And a bit of all around the board with this one. Confirm. I wish they had like a table for these pre-season tournaments, but they don't really have. It would be nice if they did. I think they do, kind of, but not one that they show you. Paternity leave, oh my god. Yes, you can go on paternity leave, mate. I'm not going to say no, it's still annoying though. Aren't you like 21? Who are you getting pregnant? Oh, 100 from Borum. I think that is it. Otoy was going to leave 100k. Transfer bid for Vom Stiegel. He's not going to go anywhere, but I'm interested to see how much they offer. Only 155. So that's another of the old Bath players out of the club. Offer here for Rat. If we didn't need him positionally, whatever the word is, position-wise, then they would not be going in. So they would be going. Hepburn. If we didn't need him numbers-wise, maybe he should be going as well. 130k. I guess I could get an old guy in. Hepburn is an old Bath player. I might actually sell him and bring in an old guy, because it will be probably less than 130k to bring in like a 35-year-old for a couple of seasons until we can get someone with young and upcoming. I'm actually going to accept that. Hepburn is going to leave the club. Because there's someone who's sort of just here because we haven't found a good chance to get rid of him yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for that player who can play these 3 positions from the free agency. I don't care the age or skill level, there is no one. Okay, what about who can play? I think technically the position is AMR. No one can play both AMR and MC in free agency at all. What about AMR alone? We have Ndong, who is very expensive, obviously. We have Bikoro. And we have another Qatarian. So one of our previously listed players who can play basically anywhere, to be honest. Are we going to buy a defender with the intention of playing him at attacking right mid? We have the cash now. I might actually... We actually don't have the cash. We are short on the cash. We can't get Jose Bikoro yet. What I might do, reserve team, I'm going to get rid of one of these guys. They're only worth a K though. Surely someone's willing to spend more than just 1k on them. Is there anyone here that's still... Let's go to value, lowest value players. These guys are wanting to leave, I think, anyway. Why? Once first team football, well, I'll transfer list these two, add to transfer list, because they want to go anyway. So if they want to go, then they can go. I'm not going to force them to stick around. This goes against everything I was just saying, though. I was just saying we don't want to go below 300k, and that's exactly what we're about to do. I need to find another way. I do need to find another way. Free agency. Let's just look. Purely centre mid. There's 2 centre mids on the entire free agency. One of them's 81 rated. He won't even bother coming here. One of them's Endrick, who's quite young. He's from Malaysia. He's worth 700k. How much is he wanting as an offer? He can play attacking centre mid, but he can't play right attacking mid. Well, I guess I could just play him there anyway. He's a little bit worse than El Hepburn, but that's alright. How much does he want? 1.5. I might give him that. 209 signing on fee though. I think we need to do it though. We need the players. Hendrick is in the club. El Hepburn, where is he? He's worth what? Where's his valuation? He's only worth 90k, he's 24. His potential is only 61. There's this young guy in the team that what's his potential? Okay, we've made a much better signing. Although we have actually ended up losing 100k out of it, but I don't want that. I want to do this. El Hepburn. Then move to the reserves. And there's only a few ratings less for now, and he's going to have a much higher potential at the end of everything. Is El Hepburn still going to be here? Is the transfer window over? Because he's not gone yet, even though I believe he's been accepted. I guess they have to sign him first. Endrick's going to come down here for Khalil because Khalil was somehow found his way to get injured. So Endrick can't play there, but he can play there, and Lee can play there. Okay, but we're not going to obviously do that yet. That's just so we know for later. Von Steeg's going to come back into the squad. I'm going to try and keep this rotated as best I can to keep people happy and to keep people fit and ready to play. We're going to go with that for now. Lamb's looking a bit tired. We might have to do a... Oh, Barsham can come in. We might... You can't go back there. And neither can you. Can you? You can't. We might have to do a Raya in there. Oh, Barsham, we're going to come to Pontons. Lee will come down here for Tino. Did they even work? It did. Who? Huh. Who doesn't need to be in here right now? We'll leave Lamb out the squad for today. Let's go. Endrick's in the team. He's gonna replace... I'm guessing that's El Hepburn's old number. Endrick can take it. Still not using this. We're gonna save that in case we get into the final. They are a much stronger team and will probably whip our arse by the looks of this. But we're gonna take that risk. We should realistically lose this game quite convincingly versus Marco Druso. Well, that's the ground actually, versus AS something or other. At Marco Druso, whatever that's called. I'm not going to go through the teams, you can just sort them. Let's go. Alright, Vita on the ball, from the corner. Putting in very early on, 5 minutes, we're running maybe score. No, they're not. It's cleared out into the path of Fitzy. He's got plenty of space in front of him. He could have passed out wide, and I think we did get an attack from it in the end. But clearly not a shot. We are very much on the weaker side of this competition, but we are hanging in there for the first 20 something minutes, so they have a chance here through Rizza putting it into the middle. Now Vita into the middle more. It is with Pitarello, and Pitarello with the shot, just missing the side of the goal. We've actually got 2 shots. It's actually in our favour now, shots on goal. We have Denton on the right side here, 37th minute, playing a long ball up, looks like it might be here with Paolo. It is Paolo. Cutting inside on his man, getting a short pass to Fitzy. Fitzy with a shot off the post into the path. What are you doing? There's an open net. It was an open net. Why did Yomba take the shot? What the fuck are you doing? Okay, Castrati launching the ball upfield, and it's half time. We could have very easily been in front, but Yomba chose to not tap it into the back of the net. What was he thinking? What was he doing? Where was his mind at? Why? Let's continue. I'm baffled at what he was doing there. Okay, Barsham pushing down the left side. This is actually the first game with any kind of consequence to it we've seen him in, because he was injured last game. He's fighting hard here against 2 players. They actually got behind them. Maybe go for a long shot. He gets around another one. Powell takes the long shot. It's saved into the path of Yomba, who does kick it into the open net this time. That was all Barsham's goal, but Yomba cleaning up and tapping in the back of the net. That's how you do it, mate. You don't kick away from goal, you kick to it. It already is a win, mate. Well, not yet, but tactical switch won't turn a draw into the win when you're already in front. But maybe not for long, because Riz is on the ball here, passing it to Danzi. Danzi in here to Branca. Branca maybe gets tackled here. He gets around it though. Good pass in, and it's whizzing past that right post. Let's maybe make some changes. We've got a few tired legs out there now. Although nothing too bad, so we might, especially in the defence, playing quite well, so we might not change anything. Actually, I might go a little Rat for lead change, because Rat's not playing the best again. Let's go. Okay. Frere, whatever it is, we've got Barsham and Fitzy. We actually got 4v2 here, including the keeper. And Barsham's just going to go his own. He's almost lost it. He's stuffed it up, although he's got it back now. Open net on his own. It's rebounded again from the Barsham shot, this time in the feet of Fitzy. And Fitzy can just tap it in. Barsham being a bit selfish there, almost ruining that attack. But luckily, got the back on the ball. Got a shot away, which is just enough to get a deflection off the keeper's hands. And we are in the lead against a team that, player by player stat-wise, we really shouldn't be in the lead against. Pushing the 15 minutes to go, and we're going to make some changes because Paolo's looking tired. And so is O'Farrell even. Denton as well. Who do we switch out? Can you play here? Why is that so high actually? He should be back. Reyes should be on the field. There you go. We've been very attacking all games. I forgot to move the central guy back, but that's alright. I guess we're changing to a more defensive mindset here in terms of the actual formation we're playing in. We'll try and see this game out. 5 minutes to go plus added time. Now we're into added minutes. Not long left now to hold on. 93, 94, 95 almost. Staring on the ball here on that left side. Or our right actually. Just holding, wasting time, and that's it. Game done. 2-0 win for the Wimbledon United backs. Oh, they're still together. Just looking at that team might actually be an Italian team, not what I thought. A lot better ratings this time. We got lots of 9s. We have Vom, Stieg, Merkovic, Jaworski, and Fitzy all on 9s. Obviously Yomba and Fitzy getting goals. Barsham only getting a 5 despite creating both goals, even though he almost messed up one. We really want this 350k. Allow us to have a bit more freedom, and there you go. El Hepburn's out the club. Go on to Rail Sporting. Giles has an offer of 1.8k. Can we push it to 2? We cannot. Is it even worth selling him? Do we just wait till he's like 50 rated and then sell him? Actually, these players, it might even be worth, instead of putting on the transfer list, it might even be worth getting them onto the loan list, getting them up a few ratings so that they're actually worth a little bit when it's time to sell them. So we're going to add all the players in the bright red onto the loan list to get some improvement in those legs. And maybe get their valuation off the floor, because no one wants any of them yet. They're literally just paying bare minimum for them. Lots of little bangs around them. I don't know what they are. Hearing lots of bangs around the house today. Well, it's not even windy outside either. Okay, let's fix this up. Paolo is going to come in for Rat. Rat's going to come out for... This is actually a tough decision to make. Who do I bring in? Who do I leave out? I think we might actually have to start Fitzy on the bench again. We're going to keep this, obviously, rotate. We've even got Lamb to come in. Well, Merkovic can move out there. We have a lot of rotation to keep doing this season. I'm going to bring Bait into here, but he's not going to actually go into the squad yet. I might leave Rat on the bench today. And I'm going to leave Vomsteeg in for this game because it's an important game. No improvement yet. That's for the next game if we need it. I'm sure there's still a final in these, isn't there? Or is it just a points thing? Don't remember. There might be a final. We kind of want to win this game because if we do, then we have the chance to get that money. Or maybe we win. I actually don't know how it works, as I was saying. There used to be some kind of like final-based system with this. But it might be just a points sort system. I'm not really sure. There's our lineup. I'm not going to read through it. You can see it. Okay, starting off pretty even. I would assume again that this game is quite heavily against our favour in terms of player ratings. Definitely what happens when you pick the harder comp. We get the first two shots away though, actually. It doesn't really mean much unless they go on the back of the net though. And they get one on target. Half an hour in, not much has happened, no highlights. We have our first shot on target though. It's 3 shots to 1, and 1 on target apiece. 4 shots for us now, but another one not on target. Not taking most of the options opportunities here. While we want Fitzy on the ground, he gets a lot more on target than everyone else I've noticed. Varela, Jamanka going straight past, I think that's Denton. Putting it into the middle here, they have a chance through Petterini, and what a save there by Vom Sieg. I'm assuming that was a left hand and just dribbling past the right post. Put in from the corner, and it's headed down, saved by Vom Sieg, actually almost like punched away for a throw-in. And I'm assuming this is going to be half-time. Varela throws the ball in, and that is half-time. We have survived a bit of a barrage at the end of the half there, but it's still 0-0, and we're still hanging in there. Anyone who plays that position that Paolo's in right now seems to just play like shit every time without fail. In both games, even the old games, almost SM18 wasn't so much, but all recent versions of Soccer Manager have always had that right attacking mid position or right forward position always forming really cool. In fact, both right attacking mids are right forwards, right and left side. Always perform quite poorly on average. They have another chance here from the corner, 60th minute, and they're going to get a goal this time. Yes, they are. Shit. Lorenzo Labuti. Polo's going to switch out here, and coming in is going to be the man Fitzy. Anyone else? I think that's going to be it. See if that can push us through to a win or a draw or something more than what we've got. Okay, we're going to go all out attack. Running out of time to get this goal. 84th minute, 85th minute, 86th minute. I don't know what to do. Let's move you forward. Last few minutes of the game, we need to find this goal. They're on the ball. It is Gugelmotti or something like that, I don't know. I can't say these names. Shot is flung miles wide, really. And we're into added time. I think we're basically out of time here to get anything from this game. That same guy on the ball, he passes it back. Rozio backs him, and that's full time. We have lost. I'm assuming that's any chance of money gone. A win, a draw, and a loss is not how you win a preseason tournament. The other teams drew though. I actually don't know how the other teams have played in these games so far. It could have gone very poorly for most of them as well, lots of draws, although it looks like we have not got any money from it. Oh, actually, 741k. I don't know what's happened there, but we definitely have got some money from it. Question is, what do we do in terms of signings wise? To me, it looks like some more players. We don't have anyone special to actually get. I've searched for the centre defensive players, and we've only got one option, and it's Nada. One option we got, and it's Nada. And he's only a 51 overall, but I'm going to get him for depth as that reserve player that can move in and out the team when need be. He only wants 900 a week and only 82,000 sign-on fee. Let's go. He's in. Anyone else? He will switch out for a Hui or whatever how you say that name. Nada. Move to first team. Oh, you can't. How can you not do that anymore? Okay. We're gonna leave those other guys. Shortlist players. Not really worth anything yet. It's not worth trying to find just can't really afford them yet. We could maybe afford Obama. How much does Obama want? 81k. We do already have the other guy though. But why not? Might as well. 800. We got the money to burn. Otoil is out the club now. There's just someone else to move through. We started Langton ourselves, didn't we? And we are trying to get people that can just play, because if Langton gets injured or Vomsty gets injured, we want another keeper there in that first team that we can move around. So who else in here is horrible? How many more do we have? Okay, 2 more. We want to have a full first team of players. That's what I'm aiming for here, if you haven't noticed. Alright, what's these 2 things? Let's just tactics. What position do I want to really bolster? I want to try and bolster. We've still got 250k, 270k to really work with. I want to get another midfielder if I can. Yeah, another midfielder. MC of any kind from the free agency. We have one option, and that's Campbell. Well, if I just search plain old free agent, no other things, just free agent, get all the options up. Okay, we have the cheapest ones down the bottom here. And they're all keepers. Well, let's get rid of all the expensive ones then. No one over 1.25. That way the cheapest players are going to be in here still. Why is everyone a keeper? There is literally no one under $1 million that's not a goalkeeper, basically. And if they're in here, then they're all... Is this guy shortlisted? Is this one of our shortlisted players? It's not. We have another Qatarian. Duzande. Who can play basically anywhere, so we're going to get him. He wants how much? 800. Cool. He's going to move in. Any striker under 2 million. Here we go, here's all the options. Story is obviously a future person. Lots of Middle Eastern and Africans. Basically everyone in the free agency is Middle Eastern or African in this game. Almost, even last year. Did we get Nada in the end? I thought we had Nada. Or was that just someone we were looking at getting? Bilal Ajan from Syria. Well, considering they're about the same amount, we might as well go for Nada instead. Although actually, Mohamed Fawzi, I believe, I'll such a hate to say that properly, but Mohamed Fawzi can play in a lot more positions. He can even play on the forward right or the attacking right mid. Actually, no, he can't. He can play only forward right. He can't play attacking right mid. So it doesn't really matter unless we change formation again, which we might do. He has less evaluation though, so it means he has less of a room to grow. So we're going to go with Nada. He's a bit like Fitzy, in which you can only really do one thing, and that is centre mid, or striker. He has a much higher sign-on fee though. Please tell me don't bring him back to that other bloody... Free agent. Striker. Go. I don't know who to go for. I'm going to go for Ajan. because he is, even though it's 950k, is high on, is like above him on 950k. So that suggests to me maybe he's better. So I might as well go with Ajan. I didn't think he also wants 295. He only wants 285. I could be bullshitting there, but here you go. Ajan is in the team. Yes, submit. So we have some more options there in the attacking positions. I need to go to reserve team. I need to put Ajan in. Move the first team. That is all of our bright reds out of the first team. So we look here now in tactics and we have a lot of options. Which is what I wanted, because if we get injuries we have players to fill those positions. I will clean this up. We want goalkeepers down the bottom. Goalkeepers down the bottom. Goalkeepers. I want to order this in position base. Why won't you let me move players around? Fuck you. Alright, for this we want attacking players on the left side. That's about right, yeah. And can we not, is this not possible to be changed? Okay, I guess you can't change reserves position. Well, so we don't need any of that. We're going to go save and we're actually going to end it there. Next episode is going to be the first game of the season against, who is it against? It is against Watch Day. Hopefully we can start off the season sitting quite high on the table. So we have 4 new signings here. Ajan, Duzande, Obama, and Nada. Did we do have a Nada? He was a defender. Okay. I knew we signed a Nada. I knew I wasn't being delusional. What was I saying? Oh, we're ending episode. Thanks, bye. See you when I see you. Bye.